The GTA 6 leak is the gift that keeps on giving, Twitch is shutting down, and a new challenger has stepped into the arena of survival shooter MMOs. We're going to be going into all of that and more in today's episode, so greetings and salutations everyone, it's me, AZTV, and this is AZTV News Episode 2. Hey, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the content in general, please subscribe. And if you'd like to find me on streams or social media, all the links to that are in the description below. And now, with the preamble out of the way, let's get into it. First up, in gaming news, we got to talk about GTA 6. Now, I'm sure by now you all know about the GTA 6 trailer release and the leak, but in case you don't, allow me to hit the bullet points really quick. On December 1st, Rockstar announced that they were going to be revealing the first official GTA 6 trailer on December 5th. On December 4th, a Twitter account by the name of GTA 6 Trailer Leak released footage of the trailer. Rockstar essentially confirmed the validity of the leak and said, fuck it, since it's already out there, we might as well show you the real thing. And thus, they released the infamous record-breaking trailer that we all soyed out over. That GTA 6 trailer leak account was then banned. There were reports that the leaker could be the son of one of the developers. However, as far as I'm aware, that information has not been confirmed. The trailer itself, well, it has performed exceedingly well. Despite the unplanned release, it amassed nearly 1 million likes on YouTube in the first 5 minutes. It shattered a 24-hour viewership record once held by the great Mr. Beast, which I believe it ended up breaking 100 million views in a little over a day. And of course, with such success comes detractors. Chief among them, Andrew Tate. He and his brother Tristan had this to say.
I'm not a fan of anyone under the age of 18, 21 maybe, playing video games where the goal is to shoot police officers. I just don't think that's good for society. With all the amazing graphics and engines and whatever people put into these video games, I feel like you could create a better objective with the game, you know? Maybe you are the police officer. Maybe you are trying to stop
Sorry, carry on.
criminals.
Sorry.
Now, honestly, I hate hearing people who aren't gamers talk about video games. It is infuriating to hear the confident espousal of pure ignorance on a subject. Furthermore, I also find it kind of funny that these super masculine, super alpha male top Gs, these guys that carry swords around their house just in case the ninja assassins descend upon them and they can cut them down like the true warriors that they are. Yeah, those guys, I find it funny that they are simping for cops that are composed of ones and zeros. But actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, it makes sense. They do believe that we live in the Matrix, and that would mean that the real cops are in fact ones and zeros. Mine equal blown. Okay, all of that was on December 5th. Now fast forward 2 days, or if you were a genius like me, you caught this on the day of release. At around 1 minute and 5 seconds of the trailer, there appears to be a heavily tattooed man appearing on the news in the game. And with the game being set in Vice City, which is a fictitious parody of Miami, Florida, the connection here was pretty clear. This is a reference to the Florida or Miami Joker, who is a real person in Florida that was briefly propelled into the starlight when he was interviewed by Andrew Callahan of Channel 5 News.
I barely wash my hands. Why not? Because I'm a hood nigga.
Well, now Florida Joker has caught wind of what appears to be his likeness in GTA 6, and after seeing it, he had a bit of a cryptic message for Rockstar.
It's your boy Joker Gang 305, Raw Sequel Live, Florida Joker, Miami Joker. You might have seen that character on GTA 6. Just dropped the trailer today. You know they got that character with the face tattoos. You know who they got that inspired by? By me. Just look me up. Florida Joker, Miami Joker. You know what I'm talking about. GTA, we at the top.
Run very, very far away. At best, he just wants to get paid, and this is a threat of legal action. At worst, he's probably going to murder everybody at Rockstar Games and then eat their bodies. Either way, it'll be really interesting to see if anything comes of this, because while they are similar, and we can evidently see that there is inspiration drawn from the Florida Joker, I don't know if he can pursue this legally, as the content isn't an exact reference and it's also clearly satirical. Personally, it'd be cool to see Rockstar be the good guys here and compensate people that they parody with something, even if it's just a couple $1,000. But I also understand the business perspective, and we've seen that they specifically use parody and satire as a cloak from legal liability. And now I'm curious, what do you guys think about all this? Next up, we got to talk about Twitch, because they just recently announced that they are shutting down services in one of their largest regions, South Korea. This comes from a Twitch blog post from the CEO of Twitch, Dan Clancy. We've made the difficult decision to shut down the Twitch business in Korea on February 27th, 2024. And if you're curious as to why they'd make such a drastic decision, well, it's pretty simple. Money.
I want to feel like it's raining on me, okay?
Anyone who's familiar with Twitch from a financial standpoint knows, since the inception of Twitch and even in JTV days, they've yet to actually turn a profit. This is why we've seen them doing unpopular things such as decreasing revenue splits with their biggest creators and forcing partner creators to aggressively run more ads to meet quotas. None of these things, however, have actually helped them crack the code on profitability. In fact, these anti-creator and anti-viewer tactics have only served to bolster their competition, which is why you've seen some of their bigger creators moving to platforms like Kick, where instead of 50-50 splits or limited 70-30 splits with incredibly intrusive ads, the creators are getting 95-5 splits. But let's get back to the Korea situation. Clancy followed up saying, operating costs in Korea are significantly higher than they are in any other country, and we have been open about this challenge for some time. Obviously, this is devastating news for Korean content creators on the platform. I wish them all the best. I also hope that Twitch figures their shit out, because as both a viewer and streamer, twitch.tv/AZTV, I love the platform and I want to see it succeed. But more importantly, I want to see creators thriving, and I want to see viewers having a pleasant user experience. Anyway, let me know what you think about this situation. And finally, let's take a big hit of that MMOpium. First up, just some quick news. Throne and Liberty has officially launched in Korea. This is the rework that removed autoplay and has slightly improved combat that isn't as static as the previous iteration. Personally, I'm not that invested in Throne of Liberty right now. I dislike the fact that it isn't a global release, and I think it's going to struggle in the West. And even if it doesn't, it won't have that new MMO feeling where all of the players are getting to experience the game for the first time together. But I hope the people who are playing it are actually enjoying it. Next up, real quick, the day before actually came out, and unfortunately, the reviews for it are not good. For one, it isn't really an MMO, it's more of an extraction shooter. Think Tarkov meets The Division with some zombies scattered here and there. The game is a stuttery mess, the servers are incredibly unstable, but that's to be expected because there were a lot of people trying to play this game. And I don't know who thought about this one, but there are the most obnoxious alarms going off everywhere, and you cannot turn them off.
I'm sorry, guys. Just have to run by this alarm. One of the 100 alarms triggered right now.
All in all, I'm thinking you should probably wait on picking up the day before. I will say, for all its problems, I do think that there is potential there. And if Fantastic listens to player feedback and makes some changes and doesn't abandon the game within a few months, The Day Before could actually be a good game.
What the fuck? Jesus. No. No. It's Attack on Titan. Wait, did she kill him from shooting his massive hitbox?
But with that being said, The Day Before actually has a competitor from a game that is actually an open world survival shooter MMO, and you might be able to play it right now. The game is called Once Human, and it's a pretty trippy experience. It's developed by Starry Studio and published by NetEase, which I know that'll give some people pause, but hear me out. At least from the little bit that I've played, which was only about 2 hours or so, there's actually a lot of potential here. The game ran really smooth on my machine, the world looks wonderful, the controls are functional and responsive. There's a little bit of jank, but that's to be expected from a smaller studio, and they're trying their first attempt at making a multiplayer game. The game wasn't laggy, it wasn't really that buggy. The building and gathering felt really good. There's a lot of depth in the progression trees. There's even a story, and it has decent presentation. And it even seems like there's something weird and interesting to find out about it. Like I actually want to know more about the story in the world. Honestly, I think this is the game that people wanted The Day Before to be. And it actually works. And right now, I'd recommend it. Now, I'm not too sure whether or not there's PvP in the game, because from what I played, no one was attacking one another. I tried attacking another person's building and I couldn't do any damage. It could be that I was in a safe zone or something. I'm not quite sure. The map was huge and it looked like there was a lot to explore. So I'm definitely going to be digging more into this one, and I'll report back to you guys with what I find. The reason I wanted to report on Once Human, aside from the fact that I had a pretty good time with it, I wanted to tell you it's in testing right now. And if you go to oncehuman.game, you should be able to download the launcher and check it out today. And hey guys, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for tuning in to AZTVN episode 2. Let me know your thoughts on anything we talked about today. If you want more details on things that we talked about today, links to everything will be in the description below. And until next time, stay chill, keep it real. Peace.